Let's show you the sights, big. Let's show you some cool shit, Riki. Let's show you the lovely city of Tokyo.
Rikiya.
All right, yeah. What kind of place would you like to go to?
兄貴、観光もいいんですけど、ま
All
ず
right, fine.
飯食い
What
に
kind
行
of
きません
food
か
are you looking for?
なんか
Steak,
暴れたら腹減っ
sushi, burgers.
そうだな。じゃあ飯にする
Yeah,
か。
what kind of place do you
何
think?
か食いたいものはあるか。
Any cravings?
焼肉が食べたいっす。
焼肉？沖縄でも食えるだろう。
Yeah, like you don't want something a bit more, you know, like.
いや、東京へ来たら一度行ってみたかった焼肉屋があるんですよ。ほら、よくテレビでも取り上げられる。有名
Well, that's not even Tokyo, that's Korean.
じゃないですか。
That's not even.
韓流スターのイリュージョンも来店した
Oh,
って
you know,
有名な。
Eugene.
あの店かどうかは知らないが、焼肉屋はあるな。
Yeah, I can show it to you, man, but I.
よし。そこへ
You
行く
sure
か。
that's the place you want to go
お
to?
願いします。
Hang on, I got a phone call.
桐生か俺だそっちの状況は
What's up, Date?
神田とは会えた。
Yeah,
やつはやつで
found
いろいろ
Kanda,
と
had to
画策
beat him up
し
a
ていた
little
ようだ
bit,
が
but he kind of told me that Hamazaki was the main man.
柏木さんの言う登場界の裏切り者の線はない。
空振りだったか
どうやらそのようだ。詳しいことはあって話す。
Yeah, most likely
だ
a
ってさ
Serena.
今セレナか。
いや出先だとりあえず後でセレナに集合しよう
Alright.
ママも
Well, that's fine. I'm also trying to show Riki around a little bit, you know, so take your time, Date.
よし。
Yeah, take your time.
じゃあ焼肉屋に
Because
行
I'll
くか。
also be a while.
はい。
I gotta take Riki around. Alright, here we are, Riki.
この店っすか。有名人誰か来てますかね。
Maybe?
さあ
Yeah,
な。
yeah, you never know.
とにかく飯を食おう。
Like, I guess it's not out of the question. Like, Akko could be here, I guess.
有名人いませんね。
そんなに都合よく会えるもんでもないだ
Yeah,
ろう。
don't sweat it, man. Like, there's,
さあ
like, yeah,
Sure,
the
no,
amount of
Suzo.
times, like, celebrities probably get, you know. Get whatever you like.
俺のおごり
It'll
で
be my treat. Get
好きな
get
だ
whatever
け
you
食っ
want,
ていいぞ。
Riki.
マジっすか。さすがね。
Yeah, I want to
あ
treat
り
you.
がとうございます。すいません。生2杯に特選カルビと特選ロース、
Okay, man.
特選
Okay,
タン塩、
I'm
特選ヒレ焼き。
I'm already
ハラミ
regretting my
の上
choice.
味のイベリ
Okay.
コ豚焼
Alright.
おい。
Yeah, well,
Rikiya.
god damn, man.
それ全
How
部
much money do you
2
think I made?
それとキムチの盛り合わせとカルビクッパ、あとデザートに冷麺もください。
Ew, you want cold
あ
noodles?
兄貴もカルビクッパ食いますよね。
そんなに食えねえよ。
God damn, damn it, how much is my bill gonna be?
美味しかったですね。
Okay, I'm starting to regret
お
this.
会計6万5千円になります。
Okay, I can manage that.
Good
Yeah,
choice.
I can at least manage that. That was a pretty expensive meal though, but yeah, I have 200,000,
さて
so
飯も食った
I
し
should be fine.
次はどうするか。リキヤ、どっか行きたいところはあるか。
Maybe a bit more like
兄貴、
specific
俺
to
ドン
here.
キホーテで買い物したいです。沖縄にないんです
Do
よ。
they have Don Quixotes
一度行って
in
みたか
other
ったんですよ。
locations other than Tokyo?
じゃあ行くか。
Like in Paris, I
ね
don't
兄貴
know.
ドンキホーテって朝までやってるんですよね。
ああ、
Yeah, Kamurocho is always
ああ、
open.
眠らない街だからな。
すげえ。早く行きましょう。
Yeah, sure, let's go. Alright, here at Don Quixote.
賑やかな店ですね。
Quixote.
若い子いっぱいいますね。
Dun,
Ah.
dun, dun,
ここで待っててやるから
dun,
好きなだけ見てこい。
I'm sorry, like that.
あざっす。
Their theme song is a
ちょっと行ってきま
banger,
す。
man. Alright, let's see what Riki's gonna be getting.
兄貴、お待たせしました。
おいおい。
Yo,
ずいぶん
yeah,
買っ
what
たな。
you buy everything there?
安いし、なんか嬉しくなっちゃって。
Maybe a
それ
little
に
bit, but
朝顔のみんなにもなんか買ってってやりたくて。
そうか。
yeah, that's very yeah, I
ありがとうよ
appreciate that, Riki.
い
It's
や、
very nice of you.
礼を言われるほどのことじゃないっす。
さて、買い物も済んだし。
Alright, yeah. Got
次はどうしたい？
anything else you kind of want to
兄
do?
貴、あれあれ、あのビルに登
Oh,
って
you
み
want
たい
to
で
go
す。
to Millennium Tower?
ん
Okay, this part's new. I don't think he wanted to go to Millennium Tower
ミレニア
before.
ムタワーか。
すげえ
Oh
高い
no, I
ビルで
think
す
he
よ
did,
ね。
but because the cops
あ
were
の
still
屋
there
上
after
からの景
the,
色
you
を
know.
見てみたいっす。
残念だが無理だ。
Yeah, we.
入り口は
Yeah, it's a bit blocked off
警
right
察
now
が封
because
鎖
you
して
know.
いる。
ああ、そうか。さっき事件があったばかりですもんね。
Yeah.
すいません、兄貴。俺、
No,
自分ば
no,
っかり
it's
楽
it's
しんじゃっ
it's
て。
it's honestly not
兄
your
貴の気持ち
fault,
も
you
考
know.
えずに。
It's more just like it's just unfortunate that we can't
Aniki.
go up there.
どっか静かな場所行きませんか？
ん？
俺、柏木さんって人とは面識ないんですけど、兄貴にとって大切な人だったんですよ
I
ね。
guess Kashiwagi would kind of be like
兄貴にと
Kiryu's
って
like
大
kind
切な
of
人は
uncle
俺にとっても
figure,
大切な
I
人です。
guess.
実はドンキホーテで
Because
ビ
if
ール買ってきた
Kazuma
んで
was
す。
like his like
その
father
柏木さんのため
figure,
に兄貴と二人で
and like Nishiki
乾
was
杯し
like
よう
his
と思って。
brother,
リキヤ。
Yumi was like his like
どっか
the love of
公
his
園とかで
life.
飲みましょう、兄貴。
I think Kashiwagi would be kind of like an
So,
uncle, sort of. Alright, here we are. Kashiwagi.
兄貴、
うん
柏木さんってどんな人だったんですか？
So yeah, in fairness, it's like you don't really know
俺の育ての
Kashiwagi
親
too much.
風間のおやすさんの意思を理解し
Well, Kiryu obviously does, because you spent a lot of time with him, but like you as the player, like you really only
風
see
間
him
の
in
2
like
代目を襲名した人だ。
yeah, you really only see him in like little bursts. Leading from the
影
shadows.
の実力者だった。表に
Because
出
like in
る
a
ことは
good
あまり
few
な
of
か
the
った
games, he
が
was like the leader essentially, because
俺のピンチを救ってくれたこともあった。あの人がいたから大悟。
yeah, I think he did great in Yakuza 2, where he kind of was like
組織はまとまって
taking
た。
charge a bit.
今の登場界にはなくてはならない人だ。
やっぱり
He
すごい
was.
人なんです
He
ね。
really was.
すごい。ああ、そうだな。
He loved his cold noodles.
すごく冷静な人だったな。だからこそ、
Yeah.
風間のおやすさんも信頼して
Yeah,
い
in
る。
fairness, Kazuma trusted him a lot. Like,
柏木さん
yeah,
も
Kashiwagi was literally a second-hand man. If Kazuma like felt like he needed something done, Kashiwagi would have had it. Like he would have
う
been
ま
on
く
it.
やれる人だ。だが、武闘派の連中からは弱腰だと見られていたようだがな。
See, and that's why I also love this is the chapter where you like after now that Kashiwagi dies, after you talk about him in this thing, I think it's like it's supposed to help the player understand that like, oh, you didn't really know too much about Kashiwagi, and maybe even Kiryu to a small extent. But then this is then when like once Riki leaves and like does his own thing for a little bit, we then get a call and going like, hey, like not a call. We kind of we help out with the HLA. We figured out like that Kashiwagi did all that, and that's when the HLA starts. Not at the very beginning when you know like the very first like chapter. The HLA starts at this chapter, which is why like it was so weird to me that it started at the first chapter when normally it starts here, the 6th chapter of the game. And like it fits best because now that Kashiwagi is dead, it gives you a better chance to learn more about more about him in a strange kind of roundabout way, because you learn about him more through the organization he built, which was the HLA.
終わりですもんね。
It's just
だが、
I know I kind of sound like I'm raving too
ちゃん
hard
と
against
出る場
Kiwami
面と引
3,
く
but
場面を
in my opinion, it kind of just feels like they got someone that didn't like Yakuza 3 to make the remake. In all honesty.
兄貴が柏木さんのこと尊敬
Because
して
in
るの
so
は
many of these aspects, they're just missing the point and even just like removing content that made the original so great.
そうっすね。
Like a majority of the sub stories I've done are not even the same sub stories that were in the game. Like completely just replaced with brand new ones that like don't even give like reference to the original.
入れ墨がまだ途中なんだったな。
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you haven't
それ覚えててくれたん
you
です
haven't
ね。
finished that.
そうです。堀市の先生が亡くなっちまってハブに目だけ入ってなくて。
この町に 歌堀って先生が
Yeah, you did kind of show me when I beat
俺
your
の背
ass
中
there.
もその人にやってもらったんだ。お前さえよければそこに
Yeah,
頼
true.
んで
Yeah,
み
we
るの
can
は
we
どう
can we
だ
can go by the guy that did my ink.
兄貴の堀師っすか。それすげえ。
Well,
兄
in
貴が
fairness,
信
it'd
頼して
really
る
only
な
be
ら
for
間
the
違いない
eye,
っす。
you know, because
ぜ
that's
ひお
the
願い
only
したい
part
っ
of
す。
your tattoo left.
そう
But
か。な
yeah,
ら
I bet he could do like a small little detail like that. Yeah, I know exactly where to go.
かけてくれていたん
I
ですね。
gotta
別
say,
にたまたま思い出
I
した
know I
だけ
was just complaining about this,
Really?
about the remake, but actually,
Kiwami
I kind of
no
like
Naruto
this
Yakuza
better, where the
Ii
tattoo
Kaiwa
stuff
shite.
is actually
そ
main
んな
story.
のハブに目が入った
In the original, they kind of make
ど
the
う見えるん
things
だ
a
ろうと思って
sub-story
ね。
for Riki.
兄貴、そう言ってもら
But
え
I
て。
kind of prefer
俺
it
嬉しいっ
like
す。
this, where you have it as the main
そ
story.
んな焦んなくても
Because, you know,
先
in
生の
fairness, if
店
you
は
just
逃げね
if
え
you
よ
go like I can wait for later, or if you don't even trigger it accidentally, then like you could just not get the thing through the rest of the game, because you don't really spend much time where you could just hang around with like as Riki as your backup through the entire game. This is like the only time you actually get to like do the sub story specifically for Riki. This chapter is the only time you get to. So it's like, I will say, with how big it is, essentially, to Riki, and how, like, it kind of really does, like, it really just feels like it just fits in the game itself. It's like, it does just make sense that they would make it a main story mission rather than a sub-story. So I'll give them that. Like, yes, it's still in the game, you know, and this time they're doing the opposite of what I thought would happen with the orphanage, where they, instead of making main story sub-story, they made a sub-story a main story, which I think it's a pretty good one. If you're gonna choose a sub-story from Yakuza 3 to become a main story mission, it should definitely be this one. Hey, Master Utambori! I think that's his name, right?
先生ご無沙汰しています。
おお、桐生か。ずいぶん久しぶりだな。
急に失
Yeah,
礼
you
し
know,
ま
it's
す。
been
実は
quite a while.
こいつの入れ墨を掘って
But hey, I
いただ
got
きたく
this
て
guy,
参り
and
ました。
he kind of is in need of your
完
assistance.
成させる前に元々の堀氏が亡くなってしまいまして、それで仕上げを先生にお願いで
Hey,
きな
you
いか
think you
と。
can do that?
そういう事情か。悪いが力にはなれねえな。
Oh, why not, Master
そん
Utambori?
な。
何
Dude,
か
I'm saying this like I didn't play the original and know what fucking happens.
お前なら
I'm sorry about that. I
わかると思う
don't.
な。入れ墨ってのはな、そいつの人生を変えちまうんだ。
Yeah.
ええ、わかります。
だか
Kind of
ら
like how, you
来
know.
られる人間が入れ墨を
I will say that is definitely what I
覚悟する
love about the like tattoo. I'm sorry for pausing so much again, but that is what I do love about the tattoos of each character, is that it also helps represent them as a person, right? Like Nishiki's the koi fish. It's like kind of again to that story where like the koi swims up the river to try to become the dragon because he's trying to become like Kiryu, which, you know, is the dragon. Like Nishiki, like he the entire point of the Yakuza 0, or not 0, Yakuza 1 is that he is trying to be more like Kiryu because everyone keeps like, you know, saying it should have been Kiryu, it should have been Kiryu. And like that really sticks to Nishiki.
ように掘る側も
So it's like, yeah, I will say I do love the tattoos that they give these characters, because it's like it helps paint a picture of who they are. Like even
他の
Riki
堀氏が掘
here,
った入れ墨の続きを
like
掘
him
るなん
because
だ。
yeah, with his Okinawa pride and like the vipers of specific like
す
Okinawa,
まないな。つまらねえじじいのこだわりだ。
like it is essentially like
譲
as
るわけ
Riki
にもい
says
か
like
ねえんだ。
essentially the soul of Okinawa.
いえ、先生のお考えはわかりました。
Yeah. Sorry to waste your
あ
time,
あ
man.
それにそもそも俺にはその坊主自身が入れ墨を背負う覚悟ができてねえように見えるぜ。
え？
どうだい？何か言うことはあるか？
Got something to say, Riki?
そんなわけだ。悪いが出直してくれ。
わかりました。突然押しかけて申し訳あ
Okay,
りま
this
せん
is
でした。
weird. Normally, Riki kind of has a bit of like a... He kind of like goes off
Sir,
on
行く
the
ぞ、リキヤ。
artist in the original. This one's he's a bit more meek, which is weird.
リキヤ、
Yeah, sorry about that,
大丈夫
Riki.
か？
いえすみませんせっかく案内してもらったのに
Ah, it's fine. It just meant we had more time with you.
誰だお前
Yeah,
ら。
what do you want?
東上界4代目桐生
And?
一馬さんですね
だったらどうした？
Yeah, so what?
錦山組の天敵とでも言うんですかね
Okay,
あなたは
Konda's trying to
いや
send
は
his
やまさ
goons
か
after me now.
ここまでとは
独り言に付き合う気はねえぞ。
これ
Move
は
out of my way, or else I'll have to
Yeah.
beat the shit out of you.
神田をやってくれたお礼を申し上げたくて
耳が早いな。
神田
Yeah,
はうちにとって
honestly, I
目
think
の上
that's
の
too
コブでし
fast
た
of word to travel.
そんなところにあなたが千載一遇のチャンスをくれた
Oh my god, dude, if you want to fight,
錦
then
山
fight.
組が弱
What's
まった今のカムロ町はまさに狩り場
Patriot
そ
gone?
して
Oh, yeah.
神田をやっ
Daigo.
た
I,
あんたの
I,
首を
at
手
first
土
I
産
got
にする
confused
よ
with that, but
一気に
Yeah, I
直
thought they were-
系組長も夢じゃない
yeah, I thought they were talking about like Konda for a second. I was like, yeah, did he die or
ずうずうしいんじゃね
what?
えか。
木を見て張らないなんてヤクザじゃねえでしょそんなわけで
Because I don't think like because Kiri's entire thing is that he
こ
doesn't
こで
kill
死んで
people,
もらい
right?
ます
So I don't think we would have killed Konda, right?
待てよ
Ricky, what?
おい、リキヤ、
Ricky, dude,
Yeah,
don't fucking do that.
下がった。
He literally has a gun.
どこの
Don't,
子だぼうや危ないから突っ込んで
dude. I can handle this
いや
myself.
下がれねえ俺は今てめえ自身に腹が立ってしょうがねえんだ
あ
いい堀氏が見つからねえだのなんだのつまらねえ言い訳してあの人の言う通りだよ俺は本当はずっと逃げてたんだ
お前、
Ricky, that's
何
not true at all,
しちゃ
man.
ってんだこいつうっとうしいねえ冷まさせてやるよ
Okay, well, you missed, so
リキヤ、
Ricky, you wanna like?
よくちびんなかったな
もうビビるかって
Does it look like he's got a wet
俺
stain?
はなハブを背負ってんだ
あ
ハブを背負ってるやつがてめえごときにビビるかってんだんだとこら
てめえ
Alright, Ricky.
血もいする姿を意地でも
I'll help you out here, man.
死ぬより痛え目にあってもら
Oh,
うぜ
no, he's not.
やってみろよ
You got this, Ricky. I'll take care of the other goons, so that way you just got that guy. Ow. Go on, Ricky. Get him. Ooh. Yep. Lay it into that guy. Ricky, go get him. That's your big man. That's your big moment. I'll help a little bit here, Ricky. Go and get him. Get him, Ricky. Go on, Ricky. Yeah. I don't want to like hit him anymore because I think that like, you know, assist. All right, I'll give you that assist, Ricky. There we go. I kind of wish you would have finished him off yourself, but hey, you know, assist is good enough. You essentially did that.
どんなもんよ
You did great out
大
there,
丈夫
Ricky.
か、リキヤ。
兄貴前に言ったの覚えてます俺の背中のハブ
Yeah,
は
I literally just
沖縄の
referenced it
魂
earlier
だ
when you
あ
in the
あ、初め
when
て
I
会っ
was
た
talking to
時
the
だな。
audience. What?
ハブってのは縄張りに入った相手には誰だろうと牙を向くだから島民からは昔っからの嫌われ者です
Ah.
けどそれだけじゃねえハブは島を争おうとする奴らからずっと体張って沖縄を守ってきたんだ嫌われようがたとえ
Okay.
てめえがくたばろうが 俺もそうなりたくてこいつを背中に背負った。そのつもりだった。
That's good. That's good, Riki. That's
けど
good.
途中で堀氏が亡くなっちまって入れ墨が途中で止まった時少しホッとしたんです。まだどこかで引き返せるんじゃないか、そんな言い訳ができたみたいで。
Okay, well, that doesn't really make sense. All right, like, okay, not to nitpick here, but like, you still have an entire Viper on your back. You can't just go back like that. Like, even if the eye isn't finished, you still have an entire Viper on your back. People are gonna see that, you know, that's, like...
そんな半端な気持ちでいたから。
Oh, man.
俺は
He didn't do the eye. I guess I'm a civilian.
相手が銃持ってるってだけで
You know,
ビビっ
like,
ちまった。
the cutscenes have him as normal Riki.
誰だって怖いさ。
Interesting.
恥じることじゃね
けど兄貴は違ったじゃないですか。命より譲れないもんがあるからってありますよ。俺にもあったのにいつの間にか忘れちまってたんだ。俺はこのハブにふさわしい生き様を貫きたい。それが俺の譲れない
You
も
know
の
what,
です。
Enrique? I believe
俺
in
は
you.
もうこの気持ちから逃げ出さねえ。
I believe in you, man.
兄貴が思い出させてくれたん
Fist
です。
bump, hug,
ありがとうございます。
whichever one you want, man.
え。リキヤ、俺は逃げることが悪いとも弱いとも思わねえ。俺がこんななのはそういう性分だからってだけだ。
Yeah, you're kind,
お前の覚悟は
you're a
分かった
strong,
けどな。
kind of goofy guy.
お前にはお前の
That's what
戦
makes
い
you
方
so
がある
lovable,
って
Ricky.
ことも覚えておいてくれ。
兄貴
Never change, man.
大事なことだ。頼めるか？
You gotta be you.
はい、わかりました。
In that special little way you do you.
ならいい。
It doesn't matter what anyone else
じ
thinks.
ゃあ兄貴、歌堀先生のところもう一遍行きませんか？俺改めてお願いしたくて。
ああ。
Okay, okay. I'm like... I'm sorry, incoming rant here. So they kind of changed this section a lot, honestly. So what normally happens is that we go in there, Riki tries to, like, defend his case, unlike in this one where he kind of just stays weirdly silent. But then we come out here, and there's a guy that's trying to flaunt his, like, tattoo, because, like, trying to make himself seem like he's a Yakuza member. When he just has like, his tattoo, the guy who had a tattoo on his back is just a bunch of hearts. And, like, Riki ends up not showing off his tattoo, even though, like, the guy's kind of prompting him to try to, like, yeah, what are you, a Yakuza? And it's like, you know, Riki had every opportunity to show off his tattoo, to show off his, like, pride. And, like, Riki turns it down, going, like, no, he's not worth it, man. And I think that moment is so much bigger than, like, us fighting Kanda's men. You know, like, Riki sees this guy who, like, is a bit of a just a goofball that's just, like, trying to scare people and thinking that he's a Yakuza. But, like, Riki, like, knows more, like, he knows better. Like, he saw the guy and was like, hey, you know, man, like... And then Master Utambori even sees this and goes like, why didn't you show your tattoo? And, like, Riki himself kind of explains that, like, I don't know, the man wasn't really worth it, you know? Like, he was obviously not really part of the gang to really get my respect to show off my tattoo. Showing that Riki really has, like, a lot of respect for his tattoo and how, and, like, what it represents of him. And I think that's a much bigger moment than us just fighting Kanda's men, who just kind of call him a small fry, and that's really it, you know? So, like, again, it's just, like, they do really weird changes like this. It's like, why change it? Like, it was so beautiful in the original, and it's like... And that's why I think it's someone that hated Yakuza 3. Because, like, I feel like if you put someone like me in charge, like someone that loved Yakuza 3 so much, it became their favorite Yakuza game, I would have made it amazing. Like, I know where the original Yakuza 3 fumbled. I know where it kind of fumbled and fell off in a few places. I understand that. And, like, I feel like, I don't know, if you put someone more like me in charge, that would have been, like they would have made something really beautiful. But to me, it kind of feels like they put someone in charge that didn't even like Yakuza 3. Because they're changing a lot of, like, things about it. And, like, not even in a good way. Like, they removed Mac and Revelations. They removed, like, so many sub-stories. And, like, even the sub-stories they kept around, even the sub-stories they have in this game, a majority of them aren't even from the original. So, like, pretty much 90% of the sub-stories are all brand new sub-stories. They couldn't even find the time to just try to make the originals and, like, give the original that feel. Like, that has honestly been my main problem with this remake. Like, because obviously, there's other business practices I think are much worse and scummier. Where, like, they hired a sexual assaulter to be one of their actors. Even when people were constantly telling them, please remove him, they did nothing. And then there's also the fact that they are, apparently they changed the ending. I haven't gotten there, obviously, so I don't know yet. I don't know specifically what they've changed. But then, they also are delisting the original Yakuza 3. So, as much as I'm glazing Yakuza 3, it's not even that you can even play it anymore, because they delisted it. They delisted the game, so now you can only play the original, or you can only play Kiwami 3. So then you can't even compare the two. Like, it's obvious that they don't have faith in it, because it's like, they're removing it so that way you can't compare the two. Obviously, as a player of the original, I can compare the two. Because I played them both. I played them both pretty much back to back. And it's so blatant, their laziness and, like, honestly, hatred of the original Yakuza 3 with how much they change about the game. I'm sorry, that was a big rant, but, like, I'm sorry, I'm just so passionate about the original 3 that, like, I had to mention it.
失礼します。
なんだまたお前。ほう。
先生、俺の背中改めてお願いできませんか。俺先生にお願いしたいんです。
男子3日会わざればか。
See, another okay, I'm sorry again. I know I was just having that big rant, but, like, a big reason to why Utambori said that he didn't want to do it was because, like, he didn't want his work to, like, tarnish the work of the previous artists, because he obviously respects all the other tattoo artists out there, because, like, they're in the same field, you know, like, if he also wouldn't like it if someone tarnished his art, you know, and, like, it's just, you know, because he says specifically that each artist puts their soul into each of their artworks. And, like, they and that's how he feels. He feels that, like, he would kind of ruin the Viper by, like, putting his soul into, like, just that small piece, rather than, like, the entire being and the entire essence of that Viper tattoo. And Riki kind of, and he, like, that's the main reason why he doesn't want to do it. And, like, even though he still feels that way, he still helps Riki because he sees the kind of person Riki is when he, like, doesn't show off his tattoo to just some random chump who, like, was obviously, like, just some goober that put hearts on his back, you know?
長生きはするもんだな。
Again, it's just, I feel like just the original just had
これで
so much weight to their
おさらばだ。
points.
そら
Because, like,
上脱いでそこに腹ば
because
い
in
になれ
fairness, it's the original had, like, it had a vision. It knew what it wanted to say.
さっさとし
This
ろ。
one's just trying to copy it, like, and not even, frankly, not even doing that good of a job. Because it's changing so much of it that it's like, I can't even really say this is a good remake. And I'm only in chapter 6, man. I'm not even in, like, later chapters.
我慢しろ。ハブに魂を入れてるんだ。じっとしとけ。
See, because then they have lines like that, which are part of the, like, which are what he says in the
俺
original.
の墨は運命を変える。
But, like,
重さに
it
潰される
doesn't,
ん
see,
じゃ
it。doesn't make sense that he says this, because in the original, he talks about how, like, every artist breathes life into it. And, like, now, without that entire speech he gives, this scene hits less hard.
俺の背
Because
中
they
は
didn't
ハ
want
ブ
to
だ
take
ぜ
the time to freaking
ハブ
just...
は沖縄の魂だどんな運命だろうが
Like, I get
丸飲み
I
にして
get that
食ら
a
い尽く
remake
してやる
should
よ
still add new stuff, right? I'm not saying that it
よ
shouldn't,
く言った。
you know, but like, and I've given this game credit in the small cutscenes and stuff that it has done right in like adding. But it's like when it's just the problem with adding, you have to know when to do it and when you should like just stick to the original. You know?
どうすか兄貴
It looks rad, Riki.
さすがは先生惚れ惚れする出来だ
兄貴と同じ歌彫りの入れ墨かこれで
See,
名実ともに兄弟分になっ
see,
た
now
ってこと
this
っ
is
すね
this is also why I was saying, dude. I feel like it would be better if
So,
Riki was our second sworn brother rather than
ありがとうございました
Nakahara.
あとは
I forgot his
お
name
前
for
さ
a
ん
second.
次第だ。楽しみにし
It's
て
like,
る
yeah, we're
ぜ。
even now Ink brothers,
Sensei.
just like me and Nishiki. Or
ありがとうござい
Kiryu
ま
and
した
Nishiki. I'm sorry, I put myself in there a little bit.
お前の周りには変な奴が集まるな。二人でまた来い。茶くらい出してやる。
I'll be sure to come
Hi.
back, Utenbori. I
Mata
seem to always
easily.
do at some point. Like Yakuza 1, I came back. Well, actually, Yakuza 2, I didn't. That was a different artist. That also drew a dragon, so. But hey, I came back in 3. I came back in 3.
なんかこう年が明けたみたいな気分っすね
You finally did it.
そうなのか
God damn, who's on my line? Oh, it's probably Date. I'm sorry for leaving you hanging, man.
桐生か俺だそっちの状況はどうだ
Oh,
こっち
you're
は
at
もうセレナ
Serena.
に着いたぞ
Okay.
分かった
I will say that took you a
So
while to
is it
get to
just
Serena, but yeah, I guess you were doing something.
呼び出しですか
まあそんなところで
Yeah, I gotta take a quick
ちょっ
stop
と顔
over.
出してくる すまないない
えいえ俺の方こそ本当ありがとうございました
俺はこれからセレナっていうバーに行く
Yeah, whenever you're free and ready, you know, come on over.
そうっすね後から合流でもいいですかちょっと夜風
Yeah,
に
go
当た
on
り
and
たい気分
spread
で
your wings, man.
分かっ
Show
た
off the new Viper.
セレナは
On the
天海寺通
streets.
りにある看板が出ているから分かるはずだ
Yeah, try not to get lost,
さ
man.
すがにもう大丈夫っすよそれじゃあ後ほど
All right. Yeah, I shouldn't keep Date. I kind of kept him waiting enough, but dude, it's so nice to have time with Riki, though. I love Riki. Hey, man, sorry for keeping you waiting, Date.
おお、桐生。ずいぶんと遅かったな。神田に会うのに手間取った。
Yeah, he kind of
ああ
he didn't
そ
really
れ
feel
もあ
like
るが
talking too much, so
なんだ？
I had to make him
どうした？
squeal.
ママすまないが沖縄から来た俺の連れがいる
Yeah, if you see a
一緒にここ
goofy
を
looking
使わせ
guy
ても
come
らっ
up
て
here,
も構わ
yeah.
ないか
ええそれは構わないけど
ひょっとしてはるかか。
No.
いや沖縄の流動一家と
Yeah,
いう
he
組
came
の
here all on
若
his
頭をや
own.
ってる男だ
Even though I specifically told him
ああ
to stay
若頭と
stay
言って
down
も
in Okinawa.
年はまだまだガキだがな
あら若い男の子は大歓迎よほらこのお店伊達さんのよ
I'll
うな
get
中
getting
年
tired
の
of all
人し
the
か
old
来な
men
い
in
し
here.
おいおい、ママ。それどういう意味だ？
あら伊達さんだって私のことババアなんて言うくせにいつものお返し
Yeah,
よ
in fairness, not they.
参ったな、これ。
とにかく仕事の邪魔をしなければ奥の部屋を使ってくれていいわ
All right.
半分物置代わり
Thanks,
にな
Mama.
ってる
I
け
know
ど
this is kind of out of the blue and all.
すまない
男ね。で、そいつは今どこにいるんだ？
Ah, he wanted to
今
spread
は
his
一人
wings. He
で
just got his
カムロ町を
tattoo
観光して
finished,
いる
you know.
後で
I
ここへ
I
来
kind
る
of
よう
wanted to
に
let
言
him
って
be
やる
happy for a little while
観光
before
ね
getting back to
悠
a
長なことだ
serious note here.
あら伊達さんなんだかご機嫌斜めね。どうしたの？
なんでもないよ
あ、
あ
兄貴よかったやっとたどり着けましたよ
Oh, I
5
definitely
回も違う店入
you
っちゃいま
definitely
した
came in earlier than I thought.
おい桐生こいつがそうか
Yeah, that's Riki.
リキヤ俺がいつも世話になってる
Because in the
伊達さん
original,
と
me and
この
Dante
店
do a
の
bit
マ
of
マ
talking, and then way later, Riki shows up going like, man, that
以後お見知りおきを
dude, I tried going to this place called
Genki na
Shangri-La,
ate
man.
あざーす
伊達だよろしくな
よろしくっす
ところで桐生お前さんの得た情報を聞きたいんだがもう一通りの用事は済んだかじっくり話したいから落ち着いたら声をかけてくれ
In fairness, you know, I really shouldn't have let him go out, but it's Riki, man. You know, I can't say no to him. Look at him. Look at how happy he is. I just wanted to let him spread his wings a little bit, especially after, you know, we celebrated with getting, like, finishing his tattoo after, I don't really know how long Riki's been waiting, but it's probably been a while. Yeah, because this...
そうか
Okay, we're getting another new Hamazaki thing.
ご苦労
Yeah, I guess they're really trying to push Hamazaki
神
in
田
this
の
new
国が
actor,
4代目に
man.
勝ち込みかけられたそうで
No, this scene was in the original. I'm sorry. That I kind of came at
堂
them a
島の
little
竜
bit there,
の名
but
は錆びついてねえようだ
no, this specific scene was I do remember this specific
どう
scene
やら
was
桐
in
生さ
there.
んは例の沖縄の一件で動いているようだあんたがこの計画に乗ってるという情報を掴んでるのかもしれん
See, but look at how much better of a character model that is. I'm sorry.
あんたのところだ
And they didn't even have to use a bad person to get it. You know, they like modders are even able to do it like this well.
あんたに紹介したんだ
Like they 100% could have. They just chose not
リゾー
to
ト建設に関わる利権
because they
あん
stink.
たの組に入る金は1000億はくだらない今俺らの
Dude, you
中で
barely smoked
6
that.
代
Like,
目を
you're
弾いた可
already
能
putting
性
that.
が高い
You
のは
just lit that.
間違いなくあんたなんだぜ真島の兄さん
Majima.
俺は
Again,
カ
he
ムロ
looks
町
so
をこ
good
の
in
手
that
に
in
収
that
めた
black
い
and white or that black and red
そ
suit.
れがどういう意味かわかりますよね
God, I wish he wore suits more often because like he looks so clean in it. He looks so much better than the snakeskin jacket.
今桐生さんに暴れられたら
Majima, can you please just
一
keep
番
wearing
困
that
るのはあ
forever?
んただやり方は任せます後始末しっかり頼みましたよ
Okay, we don't gotta get that freaking close. Weirdo. Yeah, but no, this is definitely where you start going like, man, Majima's been acting weird. And, you know, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. God, I know. This game just keeps making me remember how great the original was. This game tries, like, I do see in certain aspects where it does try to, do very well as a remake. But, oh my god, does it, like, honestly kind of fumble the bag so often. Because I feel like in pretty much every chapter, there's at least something that kind of irritates me a little bit. Like I feel like I think in every single video, I at least have one complaint in it, right? And it's just because, I don't know, it's because I love the original so much. Like, I try not to get too nitpicky, because I feel like that's when people will get annoyed with you constantly complaining if all of your complaints are just nitpicky. You know, and that's why I'm trying not to be too nitpicky, about my complaints. Like, that's why I'm not, like, going, like, oh, man, this blue filter on Kamurocho stinks! And it's like, so what? It's just a blue filter. Live with it, man. But, I don't know. it's like I am still trying to really, like, I am still trying to enjoy what I can of this game. And that's, because, like, again, I don't condone buying this game. I more just instantly bought it when I saw there was a Kiwami 3, and that was way before I learned half the shit that they started, the horrible practices they did, like hiring the one guy, or even just, like, delisting the original. If I didn't buy it in that time, at that first moment, I 100% would have boycotted this game. In all honesty, I would have. And, like, that's why I did preface this at the very beginning to, like, not buy this game. Because I just can't actively try to tell people to condone that kind of horrible business practice. So that's why it's, like, it's also why I felt like if I make the videos on it, it will help people to not need to buy the game and just be able to see the differences rather than buy the game just to see the differences. And that's also why I felt like for these, I want to really, like, harp on what is really different and what is new in both good and bad ways. That way people can really, like, see this game fully for what it is, you know? Which, frankly, at the moment, my opinion is lazy remake made by probably someone that didn't even like the original Yakuza 3. See, I'm sorry that this specific video I've been kind of, you know, ranting a lot, but I just felt like this specific chapter did just have, like, a few very, like, questionable choices made to it, which, you know, it probably won't be the last chapter I have to make big rants, but I'm sorry if you got a little bit annoyed, but I'm just very passionate about this game series, and specifically 3, so, yeah. Alright, so that's the ending. Bigger thing, this video is a day late, and you might be wondering, oh, why? You know, normally I post on Tuesdays and Fridays. Why is it this week Wednesday and Friday? Well, you know, lucky me, but the entirety of Tuesday, no power. Full 24 hours of no power, from midnight to midnight. Literally 24 fucking hours. Isn't that swell? So yeah, no, I couldn't post this yesterday at all. Like, there was physically no possibility. I had literally no opportunity to, unless I was up fucking at midnight trying to get this shit out. So yeah, unfortunately, you know, this video's a day late, but yeah, no, I think this chapter, it's pretty alright, you know, like, again, I think that this specific chapter does kind of help, like, demonstrate my point, where, like, some parts I do think they added are pretty good, but then they, like, make weird changes which kind of push it back a little bit. There are other chapters I actually think they add a lot to, and actually help a lot. I think one of the next chapters, or the chapter after the next chapter, one of these two up-and-coming chapters are actually, I think the remake does better than the original. I know, that's gonna be crazy to hear. But no, like, like this chapter does kind of hold a lot of, like, what I kind of have a problem with, where it's like, they do a lot of unnecessary changes, which, personally, I think kind of hurt the overall message of specific things, like the sub-stories or the main story. But again, this part was really just hanging out with Riki, so I'm not going to go too in-depth. I'm honestly thinking about making a video about, like, what I liked and disliked about the remake, like, overall. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time, and if I'm right, next chapter should be the chapter where things actually, the remake does better. So, you know, we can look forward to that. Anyway, bye-bye!